Hey, I'm Kevin. Welcome to another episode of the Bad Girls All Star Battle Season 2, Episode 8. And PS, if I am like super sweaty or something, it's because it's like freaking hot in here and I'm freaking burning. So let's get with the episode. The episode starts with a clear division of the gold team and the red team, even though there is no teams anymore and everybody is for themselves. So Elise actually wants out of Rocky because she says it's her number one nemesis, and I think that Rocky wants her out too, and we'll get to that later. Actually, Gold talks about Rocky in front of Shelly, and Shelly does not like that because she doesn't feel right. She feels weird because she doesn't like when a group singles out a person. So then we get to the battle challenge, and the battle challenge is a bad girl pentathlon, and this consists of like several games, and whoever wins a game gets points, and whoever has the most points wins. So the first game is a twerk off. So of course, shaking your booty, and they have this little I don't know what they are and put in their butts so they can measure or count, or I don't know what the hell, how fast they're going or how many tourists, I don't know. But everybody's surprised because Rocky ends up winning and she has no ass, and I see other girls that are rocking it, but I don't know what the little thing was counting, if it was like how much it moved or how fast it moved. I have no idea. But Rocky ends up winning. Everybody's surprised, and even Rocky surprised. In second came Elise because she does have a big ass. She has a nice ass. Next up is the luggage toss, and at this point I'm like, come on, like I don't know how many girls are gonna actually get it far, and a few girls get it far, and actually Megan gets second place, but of course Rocky throws it like halfway down the court, and is like, you bitches are so weak. I thought it was so funny. And then so the winner was Rocky, and second place we got Megan. And then we have the velvet hurdles, and at this point everybody, and actually Rocky is worried about her leg because she's gonna jump, and they have to do this in heels, and I think this is more dangerous. Like, anyways, Rocky killed this even though her leg is still hurt, and Valentine is like, her leg does not hurt. Like, look at her. And I thought it was actually funny, and I thought it was actually kind of true. All the girls did very good. Tiana did bad. There's some surprises, but actually Elise did pretty good too. And Elise is starting to look up like a pretty good competitor. And then we have the stiletto standoff, which is the balance stuff. And at this point, kind of Rocky and Elise are head to head in the points. And everybody falls out except Elise and Sarah. And at this point, I'm like, whoa. And Rocky wants Sarah to win because if Elise wins, she's gonna get more points. So actually, Elise goes down, and Sarah gets the point and she wins that round, and she's happy because she won something. So at the end, the final minute challenge was making it rain. So it basically, you were like in this like little box, and there was money flying. You had to catch the money, and so you had to stuff it wherever you want, and you had to get the most money. So I think you had to be pretty smart to where the money was going, and I think Rocky was in a good place, and I think everybody was kind of wanted to go where Ray J was putting the money, but actually it all ended up in the bag where Rocky was. So another commentary that I really enjoyed, I don't know when this came up, but Megan was like, Well, I don't. I'm not a hater or nothing, but this girl can't do no wrong. She's like a man trapped in a girl's body, and I thought that was pretty funny because we all love Rocky. Like she is the best. Anyways, so it looks like Rocky is pregnant. She has a whole bunch of money, and I think who said that? Elise said that. I thought that was funny too. And then we have the final three. In third place, we had Valentina. In second place, we have Elise. And in first place, we have Rocky, which that makes her the winner of the whole pentathlon. So she had the most points, all added up. So she is safe, and she gets to send in elimination to girls. At this point, Tiana is not actually trusting Elise because she seems pretty shady, and it seems like all the girls from the red team that were from the red team are kind of laying off and not worrying about elimination because Rocky has the power, and the girls that are stressing are the girls from the ex gold team. And at this point, Megan thinks she's gonna go in, but then Valentina's like, no, Nancy and I are gonna go in. And at this point, I don't know who she's gonna put up. And then that's when we get to Tiana, and then they say they were gonna work as a team. So Tiana's kind of still fishy about Elise, and actually Rocky is fishy about Elise too. So they kind of talk about it, but Shirley does not feel that they need to be fishy and stuff like that. And if they were gonna work as a team, they should work as a team, as a red team. But Tiana at this point is actually like right. She is gunning for Rocky, and I get where Shelly is coming from. Like where like why she got mad and why she was upset because she wanted like everybody to work together, like the peacemaker. But like after what Elise did, I wouldn't trust her either. So I don't know, like Shelly plays playing a lot with her heart too, and that's when we get the argument with Shelly and Rocky. And Rocky's trying to avoid, and she goes to another room, and she leaves Shelly talking, and Shelly gets mad. And she and Tiana are actually not the best players out there, which I thought they were gonna be some good as players, and they have let me down. So at this point, Tiana asks like Elise, like yo, like just me and you gonna ask you a question, but tell me the truth. I won't tell nobody. And she's like, who would have put up if you would have like had the power? And she's like, well, I would have put up somebody from the gold team and probably somebody from the red team. And that she thought by saying that she was doing good because she was being honest, but sometimes honesty can bite you in the ass, like we saw right now, well, in that episode. She thought if she was gonna be honest, she was gunning for Rocky. She didn't say her name, but she was gonna say somebody from the red team. But I think that was not a smart move. And the other part is Tiana said, I'm not gonna tell nobody, and she runs and goes and tells like Rock. Then they all go to the club, and there's some little drama in the club because Nancy, Sarah, and Tiana are dancing for these guys, and they're throwing money everywhere. And when money is in the air, it goes everywhere. And at this point, Rocky is getting the money, and Nancy gets mad because she's like, I'm twerking my ass off for this money, and you're taking my money. And she's like, well, okay, if I see money on the floor, and nobody's taking it, I'm gonna take it. Duh, I would take it too. If I see money on the floor, I'm gonna take it. And the floor was filled, and they were like dancing over here, and she was all the way over there. I mean, the money flies everywhere. And Nancy gets mad, and she is pissed off, and she's yelling, and she's all like, this is my money, I twerk my ass off. And at this point, Rock is like, I'm not gonna argue with you. Here's your money, like whatever. I'm not gonna fight for with you because of a dollar. And there was, before they went to the club, it was really funny because Nancy was like, if I go home, I know I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna be the baddest bitch. And I was like, what the hell are you freaking talking about? Like, aren't you supposed to be always in bad bitch, not when you go home? So I was not getting what, I'm the baddest bitch and I'm gonna be looking good. And anyway, so this opens the door for Rocky to say, okay, I might eliminate her. So at this point, she doesn't know what she's gonna do. And at the next day, where before she decides the votes. Well, Megan goes and talks to her, and at this point, I don't know if I would trust Megan as well. Being Rocky, I don't know if I would trust Megan because, like, she doesn't seem that trustworthy towards Rocky. I don't know. I think with her alliance she is, but I don't know if with her she is. Well, she basically like, okay, save me, and if I win next week, I will save you. So it's a deal for deal. Like they're like, I sent you once, you sent me once. Okay, now you save me once, and I'll save you once. Like, I think that's a good deal. Rocky at the end decides that she's gonna put Elise up and she's gonna put Nancy up, and I think it was kind of stupid that she put Nancy up just because of the fight. Like, come on. Well, Nancy is actually doing pretty good in the challenges, so yeah. At the end, Elise was trying to see who was gonna vote for who, and she's trying to move, like any player would. But at the end, she gets sent home, and Nancy stays, and we are all done with Elise. And that's this week's episode. Yeah, so let's keep watching. I hope it gets better. They're gonna eat some bad stuff next week. So see you later, alligators. Bye bye.